Hi everyone, I hope everyone's doing well out there and staying safe. Our thoughts and our prayers go out to our friends and family members in Eastern Europe. Very much hoping for a very fast resolution to the current conflict between Russia and Ukraine. I think what we need right now, from a financial standpoint at least that is some wisdom. But not just wisdom from me. How about 4 minutes of wisdom that I have stolen from people who are way smarter than I am? Starting with number one, a gentleman who needs no introduction, that's Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett taught us that the key to investing is to be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. What he's talking about here is buy low, sell high. And that's the number one rule in investing, and everybody knows that. It's very easy to say, very difficult to do, but Warren nails it with this quote. Number two, and this comes from Charles Darwin. It's not the strongest of the species that survive, not the most intelligent, but rather the one who's most adaptable to change. Now, why is this important to investors? Because you're going to need to adapt. You're going to need to change. The investment strategies that worked very well over the last 18 months are not necessarily the strategies that are going to work over the next 18 months. We need to be able to adapt and change to market conditions that are changing very, very quickly. Number three, this comes from Robert Kiyosaki from Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's not how much money you make, but how much money you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for. So what he's talking about there is the difference between being rich and being wealthy. And I think if given the choice, most people would choose rather being wealthy. And I think he's nailed it with that one quote. The next one comes from one of the greatest hockey players ever to lace up the skates. That's Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky told us that the key to his success on the ice is that he was the one who skates to where the puck is going, not to where the puck is. And I think that's so important for investors because we spend so much time looking in the rearview mirror. We look at markets. What happened 3 years ago? What happened last year? Which stock did really well over the last 6 months? None of that matters. The only thing that matters for an investor is what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen next month, what's going to happen 1 year from now. Stop living in the past. The information on past performance is irrelevant. We need to move past that. Think like Wayne Gretzky. Number five is from Albert Einstein. There comes a time in your life when you need to stop reading everyone else's books and write your own. There is so much financial information out there right now, whether it's the internet or social media. Everybody has an opinion and everybody thinks they're an expert. I found that the people who are the loudest are actually the people who have the least amount of wisdom behind their opinions. You need to think for yourself. You need to focus on your portfolio, your goals, and your financial plan because that is the only thing that matters. The opinion of somebody out there on Facebook is irrelevant and we need to filter out that noise. The last quote comes from the former heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson. He said, "Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face." Well, ladies and gentlemen, financial markets are punching us in the face a little bit right now. Let's be clear. So I think it's time for us to get ourselves off the map, dust off, and get ready to get back in the fight. There's 4 things you need to focus on. Number one is focus on what you can control. And that is your emotions. There's so many things out there that you have no control over, but you can control your emotions on how you think about your finances. Number 2 is understand that we have prepared for this. When myself and my team put together portfolios for you, we think about this thing first. How are your portfolios going to react when interest rates climb, when commodities spike, when we have geopolitical tensions? We are prepared for this. None of this is a surprise, so you're in good hands. Remember that first quote from Warren Buffett. Now is the time to get cash moving. If you're sitting on some cash, this is a great opportunity to get that money working for you. I think 2 years down the road, you'll be very happy you did. And lastly, number 4, this time is not different. You're going to hear a lot of people out there talking about, well, yeah, this or that, or this time's different. It's not. And we will get through this. We will get through this just like we got through the last one and the last part of volatility and the last event that happened that caused markets to fluctuate. We will get through this. We are prepared for this and you're in good hands. Now, I know you guys know this. because we've been working together for years. You've heard me talk about this over and over and over and over again. But not everybody has access to good financial advice, and not everybody has the same convictions that you do. Do this. Send this video to a friend, a family member, or a coworker who you think needs to hear this message. Stay safe, everyone out there. I look forward to seeing you in person sometime soon, and hopefully this is the last video that I have to record from my home office.